It's 11, you're at 9, and it's Sue's. So when
okay, it's Sue's. Okay, then I'm breaking it. I've been talking crap all game, so then I'm breaking it.
What's going on, Hoop Nation? This is World Hoop. And if you thought the WNBA All-Star Draft was just about player picks, you were dead wrong. Caitlin Clark, the undisputed queen of the league, just pulled off a power play for the ages.
Basketball is, certainly we always want to recognize those whose shoulders that we stand on now, certainly, and those who are trailblazers.
We're talking about a move so bold, so audacious, it sent shockwaves through the entire WNBA. Caitlin Clark didn't just pick her teammates. She fired her assigned all-star coach, Cheryl Reeves, live on national television and replaced her with a championship-caliber leader. Get ready because the WNBA All-Star Game just got a whole lot spicier, and Caitlin Clark isn't playing around anymore. While everyone was focused on the draft picks and roster construction, Clark pulled off the power move of the century.
So comment on that.
Yeah, I thought the atmosphere was incredible. Definitely a lot of young girls here today, which was a lot of fun to see, but, the Liberty definitely deserved this crowd. They've been incredible over the...
She brutally traded Cheryl Reeves right out of her coaching position, and boy, did she do it with style. This wasn't just any ordinary trade, folks. This was Caitlin Clark sending a clear message. I'm done with your negativity, Cheryl, and I'm taking control of my destiny. After everything Reeve has put her through, the Olympic snub, the passive-aggressive tweets, the constant undermining, Clark finally had the chance to show Reeve exactly what she thinks of her coaching abilities. And it was glorious. This is the first time I've ever seen this go down in an all-star draft. 2 star players picking their teams, and then one of them, without hesitation, asks for a coach trade. Let's be real here. This trade was personal. Clark knew exactly what she was doing when she looked straight at Nafisa Collier during that live ESPN broadcast, and with an almost mischievous grin, declared, I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care, but we already discussed we were going to trade coaches. The confidence, the audacity, the absolute boss energy radiating from that moment was everything Clark fans have been waiting for. You could almost hear the collective gasp from viewers. Cheryl Reeves probably thought she could just coast through this all-star game, perhaps expecting Clark to simply accept her as coach and move on as if nothing happened. Wrong. So incredibly wrong. Clark doesn't forget, and she certainly doesn't forgive coaches who spend their time trying to tear down the league's biggest star instead of supporting her. Originally, Clark was supposed to be coached by Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeves, while Nafisa Collier was assigned New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello. They swapped coaches. And if you ask me, Cheryl Reeves just dodged a bullet, even if she doesn't realize it. You can almost imagine her sigh of relief. Thank God I don't need to coach Caitlin Clark. I can't deal with that. I would have had to swallow so much pride. Maybe she even called in a favor. Fee, please talk to Caitlin. I can't coach her. I can't do it. This book's about to come out. You know what they're going to be saying if I'm coaching Caitlin Clark and the book's out? Oh God, Fee, please. The history between these two is, to put it mildly, absolutely toxic. And Clark finally had enough. Remember when Reeve was out there tweeting hashtag 12 teams, hashtag Thuis Marathon player, while Clark was breaking every record in the book? Or when she conveniently couldn't comment on Clark's Olympic snub while she was literally the Team USA coach?
Like I've said, I take a lot of pride in being able to do a lot of different things for this team. I want to be able to, I think we're really good when I can get the ball off the glass and just go in transition and find my teammates and set them up.
Reeve spent months positioning herself as Clark's biggest hater, always finding ways to diminish her accomplishments and redirect attention away from her historic impact. Of course, Reeve is Collier's head coach for the Minnesota Lynx, so that makes sense for Collier. But the real drama stems from Reeves' consistent, often public, criticism of the attention Clark received. Not to mention being the very coach of Team USA that Caitlin Clark was so famously snubbed from. But here's the thing about champions, they have long memories. Clark remembered every single slight, every passive-aggressive comment, every time Reeve tried to make her feel small. And when she finally got the power to do something about it, she didn't hesitate for a second. The trade itself was surgical. Clark swapped Reeve for Sandy Brondello, the New York Liberty coach who just led her team to back-to-back finals appearances, including a championship in 2024. Talk about an upgrade. From a coach who spent her time criticizing Clark on social media to a championship-caliber coach who actually knows how to win when it matters most. Rondello's reaction was perfect, too. Her teenage son texted her, "Mom, you got traded," and she thought the whole scene was fun. That's the kind of positive energy Clark wants around her team. No drama, no negativity, just pure basketball excellence and a championship mentality. It's like Rondello was saying, "Oh yeah, this is good, this is good, this is good. I can show Caitlin what she's been missing this whole entire time. I can set up an offense like, oh, here comes recruitment year of 2028. Meanwhile, Reeve had to sit there and watch as Clark essentially fired her on live television. The woman who thought she could control the narrative around Clark's career just got schooled by the very player she tried to undermine. You could practically see the steam coming out of her ears as she realized she'd been outmaneuvered by someone half her age. But let's talk about Clark's stacked roster, because this girl didn't just get rid of a toxic coach. She built herself a championship team. Look at this lineup. Aya Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Sada Sabali, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Gabby Williams, Jackie Young, and more. This isn't just an all-star team. This is a super team designed to dominate. Caitlin Clark actually has a complete roster to start her team. She's got Caitlin Clark at the 1, Sabrina Ionescu at the 2, Sada Sabali at the 3. She must have heard the chatter in the offseason of fans saying, "Let's get Sada Sabali." I'm just saying, she might have heard a thing or two. We've got AB at the 4 and Aya Wilson at the 5. Starters for starters. This should be a victory. I know it's the All-Star game, but I'm calling it now. Clark made sure to secure her Indiana Fever teammates first, showing that loyalty runs both ways in her world. She picked Aaliyah Boston with the first overall pick, a statement that said, "I take care of the people who take care of me." Then she grabbed Kelsey Mitchell as her first reserve pick, ensuring that the Fever's dynamic backcourt would be intact for the All-Star Showcase. The strategy was brilliant. Clark surrounded herself with proven winners and elite talent at every position. Aya Wilson brings a 3-time MVP experience and championship pedigree. Sabrina Ionescu adds elite three-point shooting and clutch gene DNA. Sada Sabali provides versatility and international experience. This team is built to win, not just participate. And the best part? Clark didn't just randomly assemble talent. She created a team with chemistry, balance, and the kind of competitive fire that wins championships. These aren't just individual stars. They're players who know how to play together and elevate each other's games. The fan reaction to this whole situation is truly telling. Clark's supporters erupted when they saw the trade. Comments like, "Caitlin just fired Reeve as All-Star coach. I'm here for it, and so glad Cheryl isn't coaching Caitlin Clark in the All-Star game." Goodbye, Cheryl flooded social media. The people knew exactly what was happening. This was Clark taking control of her own narrative. Meanwhile, Reeves' camp was probably scrambling trying to figure out how their veteran coach just got outplayed by a second-year player. The woman who spent months trying to tear Clark down through subtle digs and social media shade just got demolished in the most public way possible. The underlying message here is crystal clear. Caitlin Clark is done being disrespected. She's done with coaches who think they can use her name for attention while simultaneously trying to diminish her impact. She's done with the politics, the jealousy, and the toxic behavior that has plagued her journey from college to the pros. This trade wasn't just about coaching strategy, it was about power. Clark showed everyone that she's not just a player who can be pushed around by establishment figures. She's a superstar who can control her own destiny and make moves that shake up the entire league structure. As Gangster Clark heard Cheryl's crusted blueberry muffin-ass Reeve being salty in that press conference, throwing shade at the Fever, she said, "Nope, get her punk ass up out of here. She ain't about to coach my team for the All-Star game." And that's why I call her Gangster Clark, because whatever Gangster Clark wants, Gangster Clark gets. And let's not forget the delicious irony of it all. Reeve thought she could coast into this All-Star game, probably planning to use Clark's star power to boost her own profile. Instead, she got shipped off to coach Nafisa Collier's team while Clark upgraded to a championship-caliber coach who actually respects her talent. The trade also perfectly illustrates Clark's winning mentality. She didn't just accept the status quo or try to make it work with someone who clearly didn't have her best interests at heart. She identified a problem, found a solution, and executed it flawlessly. That's the kind of leadership that separates champions from everyone else. Now Clark gets to work with Sandy Brondello, a coach who has proven she can handle elite talent and maximize team potential. Brondello led the Liberty to consecutive finals appearances and knows how to create offensive systems that let stars shine while maintaining team chemistry. She's exactly the kind of coach Clark needs to showcase her abilities on the all-star stage. Tell me you all just saw Caitlin Clark destroy Cheryl Reeve on national TV. I know you saw the free smoke, the pure annihilation. Caitlin Clark wants all the smoke, bro. She just annihilated Cheryl Reeve on national television. I didn't see that coming. They asked Caitlin Clark, "Hey Caitlin, are there any player trades you'd like to make?" And she calmly replied, "Nah, I'm kind of set with my team, but I would like to trade coaches." Boom. On one side, you have Reeve, a coach who spent her time criticizing Clark's impact and trying to minimize her achievements. On the other side, you have Brondello, a proven winner who understands how to build around generational talent and create championship-level basketball. Looking at Clark's complete all-star roster, this team is unstoppable. The starting five alone could compete with any lineup in WNBA history. Clark runs point with her unparalleled court vision and leadership. Ionescu provides elite shooting and basketball IQ. Wilson dominates the paint with her MVP-level talent. Sabally brings versatility and international experience. Boston anchors the defense with her shot blocking and rebounding.